Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I have a little container here full of some new makeup that I want to try, and yeah, some of them are kind of new, kind of not so new, just things I haven't tried yet. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and get ready with me and try some new products, then just keep watching. So the first thing I'm really excited about trying is the new NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. I got mine in the shade Nude. What's really cool about this foundation is that NYX paired up with Alyssa Ashley to create 40 plus shades of this foundation. So there's a very good range of color for this foundation, all the way from, you know, very fair to deeper skin tones, so that is awesome. So basically this foundation claims to be a 24-hour matte foundation, and I mean, we're not going to test it for 24 hours, we're just going to kind of do a first impressions of it. So this foundation does come with a pump, so that's awesome. So I'm just going to pump this on the back of my hands, and then we'll start applying it. I'm going to be using a beauty blender today, so it seems like a really good consistency so far, which is very nice. So as you can see, I do have a little bit of redness going on today, so we'll see if this is you know, full coverage, or you know, what type of coverage this is. I think with an extra layer you could definitely achieve full coverage for sure, because this has some really nice coverage already. It's just I can like see a couple of my red spots still. So yeah, it definitely layers really well. The finish is beautiful. It's definitely like a, I would say a demi matte. It's not like a full-on kind of cakey dry looking matte. It's a beautiful matte. I think it looks really healthy on the skin. So it's definitely buildable, and for sure you can achieve full coverage with this foundation. So far I'm really liking it. I think it looks pretty great. So for concealer, I'm going to go ahead and use the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. This is in the shade also Nude, and I'm going to mix it with the Tarte Shape Tape Fair Neutral. So I'm just going to go ahead and set everything. I don't have a new setting powder, so I'm just going to use my trusty old Coty Airspun setting powder. Beware, I'm going to look even more like a ghost, so just letting you know. What I'm going to use to bronze up is a new product from Wet n Wild, and it is their bronzer, their limited edition bronzer in Your Dragon Me Down. It's from their Fire and Ice collection, so super cute dragon, you know. So I saw Sam and Christy's video using this new collection by Wet n Wild, and I wanted to try this out for myself because it looked really pretty on both of them. And I think I'll like this bronzer because I really like Wet n Wild bronzers in general. I mean, I love all of Wet n Wild's products pretty much, so I think I'll like this. Oh yeah, this is a super pretty bronzer. Now, not gonna lie, it does look a little scary in the pan because it does kind of look maybe a little bit reddish, and I really hate red undertoned bronzers on my skin, but wow. This just looks like a really healthy, like that summer bronzy glow. So I think this is really pretty. I think it was only like $4 or $5, so wow. And it's blending out beautifully, so get you one of these before it is out of stock, you guys. Okay, so as for blush, this isn't new, but I picked up the Makeup Revolution blush palette. This has 8 blushes in there, and I believe it was $10, so pretty good deal. I'm just gonna open this up real quick and then we'll pick a shade. It has actually some really pretty colors in there, and then it also has what looks like some highlighters in this top row, so that's pretty awesome. I think I'm gonna go ahead and mix these 2 shades right here. Ooh, yes, that is really pretty. Yeah, I really like that. Now I want to use kind of like the highlighter shades in this palette, so I think I'm gonna mix maybe these two shades right here and see how they perform. I just swatched it and it's kind of chalky and flat, so I don't know how these are gonna perform. Not too bad. Okay, The consistency of them though, it's just a little chalky, so I'm not too sure how to feel about it. But they do definitely show up, so that's good. Okay, that's not too bad. It's just not as, I guess, soft and blended as I normally like it. Alright, so for brows, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Colourpop? Yeah, sure. The Colourpop Brow Boss brow pencil, and this is in the shade Brunette. I've never used any Colourpop brow products, so I'm pretty excited. I'm just gonna comb through my brows. Oh wow. That's a stiff brush. I actually really like that because I don't really like softer brushes, just because I feel like it doesn't help blend it. So far looking really nice. I need to get a little bit more up close and personal to a mirror, so I will be right back and I'll have both of my brows finished. So brows are done. I am so impressed with the Colourpop Brow Boss brow pencil. This is really good, you guys. I believe it was only $6, so highly recommend that you pick one of these up. Super affordable and works great. So to set the brows, I bought a new brow gel, and it's also from Colourpop, and I got the Brow Boss setting brow gel. So this is what I'm going to use to set my brows. Now when I got this in the mail, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, look how tiny this is. This thing is freaking like micro sized. I don't know why it's so small. So I just opened it up. It's got like a bunch of gunk like on the end. I don't know if you can see that. That's a lot of stuff. I don't know, how am I supposed to use this? Like, I think that's gonna apply way too much, but let's go for it. This is kind of weird. It's almost like soapy or something. I think I actually really like that. Plus, I think why it's so tiny is that you really don't need much of the actual product. Like, I had to wipe off quite a bit, so okay, now I'm not so mad. Alright, so the next thing I am so freaking excited about, and it is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Vault Collection palettes. So I got mine in the shade Ring the Alarm, and of course that one is the warm tone shades, like, oh, so gorgeous. I'm so excited to use this, and I bought her previous like Jaclyn Hill palette, and not only like are the colors awesome, like the color range, but the actual shadows and the pigment of them are so beautiful. They blend beautifully and everything like that. So excited to use this. I think I'm gonna go in with Rush first, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to start going in the crease with that. Woo! Wow, those are pigmented. Now there is a little bit of kick up in the palette, like I've got some fallout in there, but look at the pigment, you guys. Like, now I know her first launch was kind of a mess because some of them were very inconsistent and everything, but so far these are working beautifully. I'm gonna go in with Mug Shot as well, which is right here. Beautiful, like, ooh, kind of rusty orangey brown. Love these types of shades. I'm also gonna go in the crease with that. Wow, these are so freaking pigmented, you guys. Oh, I love these. To deepen up this look, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with Siren, which is this shade right here. This is kind of like a satiny burgundy color and looks really pretty. So I'm just gonna put this kind of on the outer edges just to start deepening up this look. So now we have like 4 shimmer shades to choose from. Now the first one is called Lolly. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch that for you guys. It is this shade right here. Gorgeous shade. Now we have On Camera. How fitting, right? So there's that gold shade. And then we have Boom, which is more of like a rusty browny orange shade, and it's very pretty. And then we have Bomb Ass, which is a gorgeous red shade. Wow. It's kind of like a fiery reddish orange. I'm gonna go ahead and use on camera, and that is the gorgeous gold shade. By the way, those shimmers swatch beautifully, and you don't even know, guys, like they are so freaking creamy. So just like her shimmers from her original Jaclyn Hill palette, I would say they are exactly the same, that super creamy consistency, and of course very intense and pigmented. Alright, so far it looks like pretty much all of these shades in the palette have a slight kind of fallout to them, but nothing like major or anything. Like I can dust them away and everything is fine, so I'm not worried about that at all. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to go ahead and use Mugshot again, which is this beautiful orangey rustic shade, and just start like smoking out the bottom lash line. Wow. So overall, gorgeous palette, you guys. Really recommend. I wasn't gonna buy the whole collection, but I might pick up maybe one or two more, or possibly just the whole collection, because these are so freaking good. Now, one thing I kind of wanted to do was compare this to her actual palette, so let me grab that real quick. Alright, guys, so here is her original palette, and as you can see, there's definitely a lot of warm shades in this area, in this region over here, but I'm really not finding any similar shades in here. They're definitely all different. So here is a little comparison. I know on camera they might look very, very similar, however they are definitely different shades. So yeah, I love these. I think this is so fall. But yeah, if you guys don't want to buy the Vault collection and you haven't had or haven't bought the original Jaclyn Hill palette yet, this is so good, and the formula is exactly the same in both. So highly recommend either one. I don't think you'll be disappointed at all. So lastly, I just want to try some new mascara, and this is actually new to the drugstore, and it's the Covergirl Flourish Lash Blast mascara, and it also has a Lashblast Amplify primer. I don't know if they go together or not, but these two things are new at the drugstore, so I wanted to try them. Alright, so the first thing we're going to use is the primer. Of course, it is white. So I've actually never used a like primer to prime the lashes for mascara. I mean, I don't really know how much this actually works. So I am just gonna go ahead and go straight in to the bottom lash line with the mascara. And I was not expecting it to be this skinny. If you guys have tried the other Lashblast mascaras, you know that they have a super thick wand, so this kind of really surprised me as I pulled it out of the tube. Was not expecting that at all. I feel like because it's so small that like I think it is coating like each individual lash like very well. As for thickening them, I'm not sure if it's really doing that. Overall, I like this mascara, but I don't love it. I think it does a really nice job at lengthening them. However, I do feel like you kind of have to work a little bit hard to make them like kind of a little bit more thick. So, and I definitely like thicker lashes. So I definitely like this mascara, and I will obviously still use it, and it's not bad by any means. It's just not my favorite. I definitely prefer the original orange tube Lashblast mascara. That is my favorite, my holy grail. So this is the finished look, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this little kind of, not really tutorial, but just like trying new products with me. And yeah, I love how the eyes turned out. I think they're so pretty, and oh gosh, this palette, you guys, is so good. So I know there have been like some rumors and some tea on her palette and saying that like the second batch is still not good, but personally, from what I have tried, those work really great. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!